Hi guys, this is your one and only blogger Aisha Fulla, and I am here live at the Nigerian Law School, Buhari, Abuja. This here stands as the headquarters of all the campuses in Nigeria. If you're wondering, NLS has 6 campuses, with each at every geopolitical zone in Nigeria. We have the Buhari campus, which is here. We have the Yola campus, Enugu campus, Yenagoa campus, and Lagos campus. All foreign trained students, the bar part ones, aka the I Just Got Backs, have to do their bar part 1 program here in Abuja. This is compulsory, but after successful completion of their bar part 1 program, they can move over to any of the campuses of their choice for the bar part 2 program. In my midst right now here, I have Mr. Daniel. Mr. Daniel, please can you tell us your full name?
My name is Daniel.
Okay, Mr. Daniel. I have a few questions for you,
okay.
Just as regards to your stay at the Nigerian Law School. How do you find it? How is the experience for you here?
Well, the experience is not too bad, though so tedious and cumbersome. But I think it's still, so far so good. It's still okay.
Okay. So how is the transition like from university to Nigerian Law School?
Well, from the university to Nigerian Law School, I think the transition is not too bad too. At least the requirements, when you meet up with the requirement, I don't think a law school will have any problem with you. The major issue, the major problem the law school may have with you, if you are not worthy, they check your character, your previous character. If you are not indicted in any of the criminal offenses, I don't think law school will have any problem with you.
Yes.
And you'll be admitted straight away.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is the environment like? Is it conducive for learning?
Well, so far so good. I don't think I have problem with law school concerning the environment, particularly the accommodation. Super.
Okay.
The learning environment, the hall, everywhere is okay. In fact, before coming here, I don't even expect the place will be okay as this.
But
yes. Yeah,
it's quite fair.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. How would you describe the social life in law school?
Yeah, the social life of law school, I think, to me, the social life is okay. It's highly impressive. But one thing the students should know here is that you cannot combine social life and the study. If you have so much social life, you know, at the end of the day, the result will come out. Yeah. And if you read very well, the same vein, I think the result will say come out.
Okay.
So that is it. If you involve yourself in so much social event, you know what you will have at the end of the program. And if you read very well, you know what you will have.
Okay. So what advice would you give to all the incoming students?
Yes, the advice I would give them is they should be serious concerning the reading. Because the reading in law school, you don't joke with it. Yeah, you don't joke with it. You must read. It's must. There's no shortcut.
No.
In success, particularly in law, there's no shortcut. Either you read and you know it. And at the end of the day, the bar finder, if you look at their question, either you know it or you don't know it.
It's straightforward.
Straightforward question. It's not what you can.
Twisted.
Yeah, you can't twist it. You can't twist the answer.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. So I am together with these 2 beautiful young aspirants to the bar. We have Lillian and Queen. So I'm going to ask you, the first question is, how is the experience like in law school?
Well, law school, I would say, is a place to be well tutored, to have all that it takes to be a lawyer. It's a nice experience with huge requirements on requiring you to do more. Even more than you need to do.
Okay, for me, I would say law school is really interesting because before you came to law school, there are like a lot of stories you hear about how law school is very dreadful. You need to do that, you need to do this, up your game and all. But getting to the law school is really, really interesting. You know, the law is not as dreadful as it is. And then you find good friends, you find a lot of people to mingle with, and then you get to take your life seriously if you are the type that, you know, didn't think you would, you know, be serious. You get to be serious, and then you get to plan your life. You know, the environment is also conducive. It's nice all in all, but it's stressful. Like, yeah, very stressful. So.
Okay, so guys, tell me, is this environment conducive for learning? Do you find it very conducive for learning?
Yes, to an extent it's conducive. It all depends on how you make it conducive to yourself. But the needed facilities is there for you to be really, really okay. And then unless you messed it up, but it's conducive.
Yeah, it's conducive very, because unlike some other campuses, this Abuja campus is really packaged. They've tried a lot to make our stay here comfortable, from the hostels to the classrooms to every other facilities. They've tried. It's very conducive. Okay. Yeah.
So how was the transition like from university to Nigerian law school?
This is a post, not like the undergraduate. This is an advanced level. In the degree or in undergraduates, the requirement is not as tedious as the one here. Be it as it may, in the university all you do is theory aspect, but here is a practical aspect where you do, and then you get yourself well tutored and get well acquainted with the terms. The language in use is not as required in the undergraduate. Yeah.
Okay, law school is like the higher level of our university days. It's like taking the whole game to a whole other level, and we find it particularly more stressful because what is required here is like the real deal. You have to get to be practical with what you learned in school back in the university days. You have to do stuff that you've never imagined you could do, and then face a whole crowd and be able to be practical with what you've learned, you know. And then we get to go to courts, we get to see other stuff that kind of scary, but it's interesting. It's interesting, yeah.
Okay. So the last question is, you have the chance of winning the sample draft, the lawyer's book.
Okay.
It's a law-related question,
okay.
So it's what you guys do in class.
All right.
So what are the 4 ways of commencing an action in the High Court?
We have by writ, originating summon, originating motion, and
You weren't supposed to say that. You're off camera. Okay. I guess I'll ask another question, another different question. Which court has jurisdiction for cases of fundamental human rights?
The Federal High Court.
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Which court has the jurisdiction for fundamental human rights cases?
You can sue at even magistrate court, high courts, and the Federal High Court as well.
Okay. What's your answer?
General.
Okay. Okay. What's your answer?
The High Court.
The High Court.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, beautiful young ladies. I wish you success in your upcoming exams. Thank you. Best of luck. This building here is the auditorium where the bar ones usually have their lectures. Over 1,000 students can comfortably occupy this room. As a bar one student, you take 4 compulsory subjects: the Nigerian legal system, the criminal law, land law, and constitutional law. We have other remedial courses, which are the law of evidence, tort, equity, and trust. And over here is the Bar Part 2 lecture room. Bar Part 2 comprises of both the Nigerian graduates and the foreign trained graduates, which are the Bar Part 1s, who successfully completed their Bar Part 1 program. As a Bar Part 2 student, you will take 5 compulsory subjects, which are the civil litigation, criminal litigation, property law, and corporate law. This room over here takes over 1,800 students. Don't worry, it's fully equipped and has over 10 standard split aces. In my midst right now, I have Eddie Young. Please, can you give us your full name?
Okay, my name is Eddie Young, Stanislaus Eko.
Okay.
That's all.
So how is the experience like in law school?
So far, it's okay. We are coping. We are trying to adapt to the new environment in law school. And it's quite different from what we had in the university.
How about the academic aspects?
Everything is going on smooth. Yeah, the lectures are going on well. We're adapting to the curriculum.
Okay, awesome. How is the transition like from your university to Nigerian law school?
It's been a smooth one for those of us that studied here in Nigeria. We met some of these things when we were in the university. Now it's coming to learn the procedural aspect of it. We find it some challenging, but then
Okay.
it well.
So how is the environment? Is it conducive for learning?
Yeah, it is very, very conducive for learning. Abuja campus here is very conducive for
Do you think it's well equipped? Do you have all the equipment you need to
Yes.
study and excel?
Yeah, we have all the basic ones. Basic ones are comfortable. We're okay from the hostels to the classrooms. Everywhere is conducive for us to make good use of. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I have one law-related question, and if you give me the correct answer, you have the chances of winning sample drafts for lawyers, the big book. Yes, and you know how much that costs. That's a bit costly here in Buhari and every bookshop. So the question is, who is the new MBA president?
I don't know the new NBA president.
Thank you very much, Edidion.
Vice president, last vice president.
Okay, thank you so much, Edidion.
Right.
Thank you.